I got the wingspan.
They'll probably just jump out.
Yeah, they might. Welcome, folks. This is Greg Judy, Green Pastures Farm. Today is the Ram boys, or the Ram men. There's a boy in there with them. They get to meet the girls today, the ewes. It's the 1st of December. All right, let them go, Isaac. Yep. There's old Big Whitey.
Go, boy. Someone, you want to come hold this door?
I can't move.
I've got it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Isaac's gonna circle around behind him. There they go. The ewes are, of course, when you want them to be around, they're not. They're usually right up here on top of this hill. I think I see some white up there toward the top. But we had, we've got some St. Croix, and then they're mixed in a little bit with the cotton. There's one young one in there. Yeah, they're going to take off up that hill. I'm not going to chase them up there. We got three adults and one juvenile, and he'll be an adult next year. Now these rams, they can breed around 100 ewes by themselves when they're 2 to 3 years old. When they're a young ram, they're like 7 months old. We don't like put much more than 20 ewes on a ram. It's just hard on them. They are, they're not even a year old yet. And you can put more than that on them, but when you do, yeah, they've already went out of sight up there. When you put more than that on them, you are taking a risk of that ram getting thin, and then you got winter looking at you, and you might actually lose that ram. So to me, I'd rather have a little bit more ram power, and if you need 3, I'd get 4. Especially young ones. Now the older rams, you can do a lot more with them. My gosh, look at that tree. It's a dead cottonwood. At least it's leaning the right way. It's not going to fall on my fence, but all that bark fell off just in the last windstorm we had. My goodness. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's hollow probably. It's not good. It's not good firewood. Now, Isaac, he burned that in Michigan.
Hey, I did not burn cottonwood. You're telling lies over here.
We like to give Isaac heck about his firewood.
Those from Michigan know that we're not as spoiled to have all this white oak timber all around everywhere. So we gotta make do with what we can get.
Yeah, I understand that. Boy, I tell you what though, we have been spoiled. This is white oak everywhere we look around here. So if I'm gonna cut wood, it's gonna be white oak. It gives us the most BTUs, so we like that. We gave the sheep this paddock this morning. This is a pretty good sized paddock. It's probably 25 acres. And normally we split it down the middle, but we are going into winter. We just took the cows out of here. So we had about 370 some head in here. And we got a full day out of it with the cows. And we put I think we unrolled, was it 1 bale of hay? I know 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, not that many.
And so some of that hay's still left up there. The sheep might pick through some of that, but we got another farm here right up the hill here that we're going to be looking at, where we built the silvo pasture ponds. And so we're giving them larger areas. Every place we've left so far, there's another graze left in there, or maybe 2. So just getting the rain on it, getting some cold weather, cleaning it up. And I just had somebody give me a question on YouTube about what determines, when you start to rotate and how often you come back and stuff like that. Well, in the wintertime, as long as you keep moving around your farm, letting Mother Nature clean it up for you, that's what you're trying to do, is not come back until it's had some rain on it, some cold weather, and some time. It takes that smell off. And sheep like to walk, and they'll foul a big area of land just walking on it. But once it's cleaned off and you bring them back in 30 days, now we're talking winter, they do quite well on it. And this is Kentucky 31 fescue, and right here by Isaac I can see some clover. You know, there is clover in with the fescue. The sheep do like clover, but they'll eat fescue too. We notice they really go after the white oak acorns.
Oh, they love it.
They love the acorns. They'll eat red oak, but white oaks are one of their favorites because I've heard that they actually got more sugar in them. And I don't know if that's true or not. It may be less tannin too.
I think that's true.
It's the less tannin. So, yeah, we've got a long winter in front of us, but you know it's starting out pretty good. We haven't had but one snow, and that was back in October.
Yeah.
Yep.
About 3 to 4 inches, and it didn't stay on very long. So, Ben, you're my meteorologist. Come
I
on.
don't know. I've been looking at it. There's a chance for a little bit of snow Thursday, Friday, maybe. We'll see.
What's the general outlook of the winter look like?
I don't know. It's supposed to be wet.
Well, we got to find a little woolly bear.
Yeah,
we can
we were
tell.
looking at one the other day.
Woolly bear or woolly worm?
Woolly, well, same. You know what I mean.
You call them woolly bears?
Yeah, we call them woolly
Fuzzy
bears.
things.
Okay,
We call 'em woolly
yeah.
bears,
Yeah.
woolly worms.
Yeah. What's that going to tell you?
It tells you whether it's a harsh or like what the winter looks like.
Okay.
If it's black on both ends, it's gonna go in harsh, be easy in the middle, and end harsh. If it's black in the middle, you're gonna go in easy, which kind of looks like what we're
Yep.
starting at.
Yep.
And you're gonna go. It's gonna be harsh, and then it's gonna. I mean.
What if they're solid black the whole worm?
Then you're screwed.
Yeah, the whole winter's going to be harsh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we need to look up some of these worms you're talking about then, and we'll have to do the test to see if they really know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I've heard that for a long time. The old timers always said that. The Farmer's Almanac said that too. So it's I don't know. It's kind of hearsay or not, but I guess it's better than just a wild ass guess, right?
That's right.
Maybe.
It's weird because they're always different. You never find one that's the same. So it's
Yeah.
like they all have
Whichever
different
one-
opinions. Which one do you trust the most?
I
You
get.
have to interview them. See.
Well, you have to go by numbers. So if there's more of them that are black, they're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Start
So-
counting.
Yeah, that's right. But it's going to be May. So the reason we turned the rams out, they were taken out when we clamped in July, about July 7th, and now they're going back into the ewes. This is might as well say December 1st, and so we're looking at May 1st lambing on green grass, when the evening temperatures are probably going to be 55 to 60. We're not going to have any ice, it won't be any snow, and we just let the sheep do it, you know, out on the pasture. So that's if you want to take the work out of sheep, make sure you lamb in concert with nature. Don't be dropping them in the middle of the wintertime. If you do, you better have a barn to put them in because they'll all freeze to death. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. We made some happy boys today. They're up there, I'm sure, chasing the ewes. We'll have to do a video on that later and just see how active you are, but I'll bet you it's going to be pretty active up there in a couple days.
Yeah.
So
They're getting after it.
they get after the rams actually get all the ewes bred in about 2 to 3 weeks. It's done. So that's just unbelievably awesome. I love that part about sheep. They start lambing and you don't lamb very long and they're done. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Everyone hit that subscribe button that are new to the channel. I appreciate it. And hit the like, and we'll see you all down the road.